This time, Bowie and Alston are wide right now. Alston comes in motion left. And the give to Massey up the middle. And boy, he's hit hard as the sophomore fights his way, trying to get to the 10-yard line. And it'll bring up a third down. And about 3. Gain of maybe a yard on the play for Massey.
Yeah, and if he gained that yard, that was strictly on his own effort.
Oh, exactly.
The NBA defense had kind of slanted back into the play. There really was no running at all.
Third down and 4 according to the scoreboard. And they'll operate from the shotgun. Broquel will come in motion to the right, where the other 2 receivers are lined up. Now Parks flush out of the pocket, rolls to his right. He may run for it. Now he throws the end zone. Touchdown, Drew Alston. And now a flag. Parker
over the line.
Was across the line of scrimmage. So the touchdown will be nullified. Park probably could have gotten the first down if he kept running, but he saw Alston in the end zone, but unfortunately he was past the line of scrimmage, according to the official. So that's lost down.
So that'll be the penalty plus the loss down. So I would anticipate we will see the field goal team come in here.
So it'll be 4th down and about 9 from the 15-yard line. So Ken Hazelhurst down to attempt a field goal out of Jeffrey White's hold from the 22-yard line. It'll be a 32-yard attempt from the right hash mark. They line it up. And there's the snap. Kick is up. And it's good. With 3:30 to play in the first quarter. It's MUS 3, MBA nothing. You're listening to MUS football on the Owl Broadcasting Network. Chad Hazelhurst's 32-yard field goal puts MUS up 3-0 here in the first quarter at MBA, as the drive stalled after what appeared to be an MUS touchdown, called back after Michael Parks ruled to have been past the line of scrimmage when he threw it to Drew Alston in the corner of the end zone. So the Owls settle for the field goal and have a 3-0 lead as Hazelhurst prepares to kick off. Deep man for MUS is Rich Tompkins back at his 2-yard line, and he'll come up to the 5 to take this one. The 10 and hit at the 15, breaks the tackle as he heads outside the left, 20-25, out of bounds about the 27-yard line. Rob Taylor runs him out finally.
We came down with good coverage, made a good solid hit, but nobody wrapped up. Kind of spun out of that, and had Rob not been in good position right there to knock him out of bounds, we had a serious problem on our hands, Mike.
So NBA takes over first and 10 at their 27. They were stopped without a first down there on their first possession. David Howe, the quarterback, under center. I formation behind him with Snyder, the deep back. Back to throw Howe on first down. Fakes left, puts over the middle, fires deep. He's got a man down there. Tipped and intercepted by Logan Welch. And Welch back across midfield. Donnie Malvo cut in front. It looked like he tipped the ball, Barry. And then Welch.
He did, Mike. I tell you what, quarterback tried to kind of set our secondary up. They were trying to go long. Fakes a throw to the flat. Throws it deep on a deep post. And Donnie Malvo playing safety played it absolutely perfectly, and I know he's upset. He didn't make the catch. He tipped the ball up in the air, and then Logan Welch, cornerback on this side, he takes the ball. Outstanding secondary coverage by the Owls.
Second interception of the year for Logan Welch, and MUS in business at the NBA 49-yard line, first and 10. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Parks back to throw, rush, fires quickly to Bowie, complete, but he's dropped for a loss. Back to the MUS 49-yard line.
And I tell you what I think, Mike, you know, we had such success the last 2 ball games, that little split screen, and NBA is determined we will not be able to use that play this game.
Loss of 2 on the play, makes it 2nd and 12 Owls at their 49-yard line. Trip to the left, There's the handoff to Devin Owens up the middle. He's got running room. 35, 40, 35, down to the 33-yard line.
Nice play call. I don't know whether that was an audible on Michael's part or not. Great blocking up front. Devin hit the line, and there was no one there.
Oh, I mean, nobody laid a hand on him until he gained 15 yards and ended up with a 16-yard pickup. First and 10 Owls on the 16-yard run by Devin Owens. First and 10 at the 33. Took to the left, one to the right. Pass was it complete through the hands of Prokel, but I think Boyer behind him caught it. Now it's a little bit of trap.
Yeah, it bounced right in front of him. He couldn't bring it in. And I'm not sure who Michael was throwing the ball to,
right,
because he went over Max's head and right in front of Doug.
So it'll be second and 10 for the Owls from the MBA 33-yard line. Stephen Bowie wide to the left. He's been the primary receiver tonight with 5 catches already. Quinn to the right. Owens the lone setback. And a fake, play-action fake. Park rolls right, fires complete to Austin at the 22-yard line, then bounces out of bounds inside the 21.
Great execution of the bootleg. Michael made a really nice fake into the line. And unlike last week, he didn't bow back into the backfield quite as far. Was able to deliver the ball very well on time. Nice run of route by Austin and good catch. Great execution of that bootleg play.
First and 10 Owls. They spot the ball at the MBA 20-yard line. MUS on a roll again, leading 3-0, trying to add to their lead. Quinn's right, one left. Owens the lone setback. Now Austin goes in motion left, and Park runs the handoff to Owens off the left side. Right tackles and still running inside the 10-yard line. Looks like another MUS first down.
That's that stretch play that we run. Try to tell all your offensive linemen to take a plate side step, walk on someone, and you stay with them wherever. And then you tell your back, wherever you see daylight, that's where you run. Great running eyes by Devin Owens.
Oh, he showed a lot of power when he got down there.
He broke the tackle.
Did not go down on first contact, for sure. First and goal from the 9 for MUS. Quinn's right, one left. Owens the lone setback. Park under center. Clock ticking under 2 minutes. And here's the handoff to Owens. Boy, he hit hard as he gets to the 8, maybe the 7-yard line. Big defensive tackle.
And I can tell you that the right guard and the right tackle on the MUS line are talking to each other. There may have been a missed blocking assignment to create that scenario. And I tell you, definitely talking to them also.
Yeah. Ben Daniel is the guy who they missed.
Nice tackle by that guy.
He's been making questions tackles.
Yeah, he's a good player. Very good player.
5'10", 220 junior. Second down and goal from the 7. Split backfield this time behind Park. And they tried to run the options around and to Prokel, and they buffed the handoff, and Park ended up shooting it back in the 10-yard lineup. A busted play for sure.
Well, I think what you had, both offensive backs, we're in our goal line offensive set. Both backs ran the opposite direction from the way the quarterback was running. And as a result, Michael had no one. He was faking the error, and there was no one to fit the ball to.
Third and goal from the 9. Let's see if the Owls can convert here or have to settle for a field goal. Prokel wide right. He's the only wide out. Back to throw. Park throws the fake for Prokel. Incomplete in the right corner. And that will bring up a field goal situation.
I thought that was exactly what we were going to try to see. And the ball was thrown to the outside where it should have been. The timing is just slightly off. Max tries to gauge his break out based on where the ball is thrown, and it was probably thrown about 2 feet further than where he had run his route.
Chad Hazelhurst, with one field goal to his credit already, will attempt this one from the 16-yard line. A 26-yard attempt from straight on. Here's the hold by Wright. The kick is up, and the kick is good with 21 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's now MUS 6 and MBA nothing. You're listening to MUS football on the Owl Broadcast Network. Mike Lawhead and Barry Ray back at Tommy Owens Stadium on the campus of Montgomery Bell Academy in Nashville, where MUS leads the Big Red of MBA 6-0. Following two Chad Hazelhurst field goals here in the first quarter. First one of 32 yards, and the one just moments ago from 26 yards out. So MUS has time of possession there. He has been overwhelmingly in the Owls' favor.
It has, but we need to do more than field goals.
Hazelhurst's kick comes deep, taken at the 1 yard line by the deep back, gets it up to the 10, 15, still on speed at the 20, and down he goes.
Nice tackle by the kicker that time.
Yeah.
Chad Hazelhurst got down there and made the tackle. Great play by Chad. What the return team from MBA is trying to do, he's trying to come up to the middle and hope to bunch us up, and he is trying to break back out to the outside. Fortunately, that time, he got it before he made that break back outside.
Right, they bunched him up. They marked him up to 17, so he's, I gave him a little more credit, a little more yardage than he got. First and 10 for the Big Red from there, and they'll operate from the shotgun with Howe, with Snyder to his left, and they'll run the option that way. Howe keeps it, and not much running room for the junior quarterback. Ben Stallworth got over there along with Buck Towner.
Really nice defensive play that time. Andrew Cabigo, defensive end, and DeAndre Jones, as soon as the option came their way, they made great progress up and forced the quarterback to have to return up. And great tackle.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. MUS 6, MBA nothing. You're listening to MUS football on the Owls Broadcast Network. Michael Head, Barry Ray back at Tommy Owens Stadium on the campus of MBA, where the Owls lead 6-0 over the Big Red. First quarter stats, MUS had the ball 21 plays to only 5 for MBA, and the Owls outgained the Big Red 133-10. Mark 8 of 11 through the air for 96 yards. 5 of those plays to Stephen Bowie. 7 first downs for MUS, none for MBA, but the stats count on the scoreboard is only 6-0.
And we're happy to have that lead, Mike. But, every time we get down to the scoring area, we need to put the ball in the end zone.
MBA with 2nd and 10 from their own 17 from the shotgun. Howe fakes the handoff to Snyder. Back to throw, flush out of the pocket. Fires complete up near the 30-yard. No, incomplete. He dropped it. That was the tight end, Rob Simpson, who had the ball in his hands. He just didn't hold it.
And good coverage by Logan Welch. We were in man coverage at that time. Logan was having to cover him all the way across the field, which is difficult, and did a nice job. But the quarterback got flushed. Good rush that time by Buck Towner and then Mason George.
3rd and 9 for the Big Red. Boy, that right tackle.
He's a monster.
305. He's the size of a building. You got to get around there. Buck Towner just did. Here's the pass. And complete. What a leaping catch out the 30-yard line by Drew Carney.
Nice throw and catch by MBA. We had perfect position. Will Thornton was right in front of the quarterback. Could not quite get his feet up underneath him to be able to leap to try to make that interception. Give MBA good execution on that play.
Yeah, Drew Carney, 6'2", the receiver, leaped up and caught it. And
Will 5'11".
Exactly. So that's jump ball. 6'2" beats 5'11" every time. Here's the handoff to Snyder. He tripped up the line of scrimmage, rolled forward for a couple of yards to about the 32-yard line, where they give him credit, only a gain of a yard on the play.
Give that back to Vigo George and to Ben Stallworth, middle linebacker.
2nd and 9 for the Big Red, who just got their first down of the ball game on that nice catch by Drew Carney, who operates both as fullback and tight end. This time they line him up as a wingback to the right. Howe rolls, fired, incomplete. Broken up in midfield on a nice tackle by Donnie Malmo as he separated the receiver, Will Hackett, from the football.
And that was a pretty good throw and catch.
Oh, yeah.
All potential throw and catch, but the ball hit the receiver in the hand. Donnie Malmo makes contact from the safety position, almost the ball hit the receiver's hand, causing an incomplete pass. They are trying to run routes just deeper than our linebackers. They're running their routes about 12, 15 yards downfield, and so far they have had some guys that are open. They just have not caught the ball quite as well.
MUS trying to hold MBA here on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw, flushed out of the pocket, tries to run for it. He gets sandwiched out about the 38-yard line, short of the first down. Gained 6 yards on the play, but it'll be 4th down and about 3 in another punting situation for the Big Red.
The MUS defense had really put on the rush that time. Quarterback stepped up into the pocket, had a hold, but showed you how quick, how fast the MUS defense is. They really reacted very, very quickly to bring the quarterback down, so he could not get that first down.
Max Prokel back to receive at his 25-yard line. The kick of Jordan Keckley. Here's the snap. Keckley gets the kick away. A high wobbler. Prokel calls for the fair catch at his 23-yard line. And that's where MUS will take over 1st and 10.
And again, Mike, you have to think that Coach Burr, defensive coordinator for the Owls, is very, very pleased with how the defense has held up thus far. NBA returns tailbacks, fullbacks, and quarterbacks from a very good offensive team last year, and thus far, the Owl defense has played very, very well.
Absolutely. So MUS takes over 1st and 10 at their 23-yard line. 9:55 to play in the first half. Thus far, the only scoring 2 Chad Hazelhurst field goals for MUS, who leads 6-0. Michael Park from the shotgun with Tyler Massey to his left. And he gives the handoff to Massey out right tackle. 30, 35, first down, and he's out close to the 40-yard line. The big sophomore, Tyler Massey, running hard.
Nice execution of the run. The inside zone play out of the shotgun formation. And once again, the Owl offense is up on the line trying to play a little hurry up.
Owls operating with no huddle. Then Bowie wide to the left. Prokel is in the middle of a 3-stack setup on the right. They fire deep downfield, incomplete. Intended for either. There were 2 receivers there, both Alston and the tight end Doug Boyer. Pass went between them.
And looking at Coach Alston on the far sideline over there,
he's wondering.
I think somebody ran maybe a wrong route, and that's why he's a little frustrated. Michael threw off back foot that time, really did not have a chance to step into the throw, and it was not his best delivery of the night. He has thrown the ball extremely well, though, thus far.
Absolutely. 2nd and 10 for the Owls from their 40-yard line. 9:36 remaining in the first half. Bowie and Alston are wide to the left. Prokel wide right. Massey to the left of Park in the shotgun. Now Prokel comes in motion left. Here's Park throwing right for Boyer. Incomplete. And he was held up at the 40-yard line, but no flag.
I think that was probably incidental contact. That was a good no call as far as interference is concerned. But boy, that ball was just barely overthrown to the tight end. It was a well-designed play. Had we connected, I think Douglas down the sideline probably would have scored.
That again, they ran Prokel in motion to the same side as the other 2 receivers, and NBA was all over that. Now threw back the other way to the tight end. 3rd and 10 now. From the shotgun, trips to the right, one to the left. Massey takes the handoff and a flag as he gets across midfield, and that's a shame. Massey ran for a first down on 3rd and 10, but I think we're going to get a holding on MUS. Third down and 17, and the Owls in a definite passing situation here. Will send 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Massey in the backfield to the left of Park as Prokel comes in motion left. Park back to throw, looks left, fires for Prokel, complete at close to midfield, but just shy of the first down.
It's going to be about a yard and a half shot, Mike.
Yeah, at the 48-yard line.
Good execution, good throw and catch. Max right on the sideline. Did not have a chance to turn it upfield. Defense reacted very well. Good throw by Mike Sparks. Good catch by Max.
15-yard pickup leads the Owls a couple short, and Alston will come on to punt. Line of scrimmage, the 48. Alston standing back at his 35. There's the snap, and Alston gets the kick away, and it's a high spiral call for the fair catch. He lets it hit, and Owls will down it at the 1-yard line.
And no one, there was a great attempt to try to keep the ball, but I don't think he actually touched it. I think that ball just kind of dropped.
I think it was Duncan Adrian who went flying down there and leaped at the ball to try to get it, and he missed it. But then John Stokes was right behind him, and the ball just died and went back the other direction.
That was an outstanding punt by Drew Alston. That was beautiful. Came off his foot with a nice tight spiral, had good height. The MBA returner did what he tells you. Returner, he waved his hand like he was trying to fair catch, but he had no intention of catching it, hoping it'd go in the end zone.
51 yards on the punt down to inside the one, it looked like. House under center, and he gives to Snyder, and he cracks it out to maybe the 2. And that's it before the Owls bury him. So outstanding special teams work by the Owls.
And then the protection for the punt was so much better that time, Mike, than the first time we had to punt the ball. I told you they'd have some good conversation out there about it.
Gain of a couple for Snyder, makes it 2nd and 8 from the 3-yard line. Howe again under center, split backfield, gives it to Snyder. He stops short of the 5-yard line. NBA finding tough running out of their shadows of their own goalpost.
Well, they've got that big tight end fullback that is lead blocking for that. They're hoping just to kind of catch the scene. They now have the ball about the 4.5-yard line with 3rd down. They now have a little breathing room to where they can kind of open things up. Would not surprise me to see them try a pass here.
3rd and 6. Ball, let's toss the 5-yard line. It's close enough. Howe in his end zone with the shotgun. Fires a little screen out to Snyder. He's got it. He's out close to the 10, but it looks like he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. It's going to be close enough to measure. He was struggling. He may have see where they spot the football.
They gave him first.
So good second effort by Snyder gets MBA a 1st down. The Owls had him at the 10-yard line, and he squirmed and got an extra yard out of it. That's all he needed.
Yeah, and he's a good tailback, Mike. They got him out in open ground, and he's a good running back.
1st and 10 for the Big Red from their 11. Howe from the shotgun this time. Brings Carney in. Motion now, runs the option to the right. Keeps it across the 15 and hit hard and spun his way to the 17.
Interesting execution of the option right there. They started with the big fullback up at the slot position. He came back so that he was in the backfield with the quarterback and the tailback, Snyder, and then they ran the straight option away from him without any. I thought that was interesting play.
Gain of 6 on the play for Howe. 2nd and 4 for NBA, and now they run the inside Utah handoff. Snyder's buried in the backfield. MUS was all over that one.
Great anticipation by the down people. You've got John Stokes getting up from the pile right there. Good defense.
Stokes wrapped it up. He got the football.
I think he did.
Snyder took that inside Utah hand-up pitch.
And Mike, that has been a play that has been in the MBA playbook for quite a number of years. You remember a couple of years ago, they gave us fits for that play.
Well, Owls were all over it that time. 3rd and 6 after a loss of 2 on the play. Howe from the shotgun this time has twins to each side. Back to throw, looking left, fired, and broken up nicely by DeAndre Jones. That was an outstanding break on the ball by the young sophomore, who
was trying to cover the big fullback tight end, number 11. I tell you, DeAndre made a great break on the ball, got his hands, knocked it away, bring up fourth down.
4th and 6 for MBA, and they'll be forced to punt. As Keckley once again comes on to kick. Max Prokel standing at his own 46-yard line. There's the snap, and he gets it away. Wobbler, and Prokel takes it at the 49 of MBA. Now retreats as he goes to the right. Gets back to the 45, and down he goes to about the 42-yard line.
Got a little bit of a wall set up for him right there. NBA did a nice job covering it, but that's good positive yardage. If you can get 5-10, you definitely take that.
Gain of 7 yards on the return by Prokel. Puts the Owls in great field position at the NBA 42-yard line.
Thus far, the Owls seem to be winning the battle of the special teams.
Yeah. And field position and time of possession. But still only up 6-0 on the scoreboard. Here's the handoff inside to Owens, and he gets snuffed before he gets started as the linebacker, Parker Prevost, came up to hit him in the backfield and dropped him for a yard loss.
Yeah, they brought more people than we could block at the point of attack right there. I think it was pretty good work on Devin's part not to have a deeper loss than what he had.
2nd and 11 for MUS, and now officials calling timeout for reasons we're uncertain. Looks like an equipment problem for one of the NBA players.
You notice, Mike, that the Owls continue to try to run the ball, and we have had some success running the ball. In order to make the passing game continually as successful as we want it to be, you've got to be able to run the ball.
And the platooning of Devin Owens and Tyler Matthews seems to be working well, both making solid contributions about half the time. Here's the pass to Prokel on a little screen, tries to cut it back to the right, trying to set up a wall for him, 40 and a lot of running, net almost no yards, but
Mike, that play was never designed for him to bring it all the way back like that. Once again, we're trying to hit that little flip screen, and there was no way that Max could turn the ball upfield when he caught it. He tried to take it back all the way to the opposite sideline, and NBA has way too much defensive speed for that to be effective.
So 3rd down and 11 following no gain on the pass to Max Prokel. 3rd and 11, 4:13 remaining in the half. Trip to the left, one to the right. Now Prokel comes in motion right. Park fumbles the snap, gets the screen away to Owens along the right side, and Devin run out of bounds as he gets inside the 40, down to about the 37-yard line. It'll be short of the 1st down.
And the punt team will come back in for MUS. I think Mike was very fortunate to get that ball out of his hands and to Devin Owens, because he had not caught the ball cleanly on the exchange from the center.
So 4th and 6 for MUS from the NBA 38-yard line, and Drew Alston comes in to punt, and this will require, see if he kicks it for the sideline, and he kicks it high and short. Ball hits at about the 24-yard line, takes the MUS bounce down to the 22. So a short punt by Austin, who was trying to hang it up in the air near the goal line, but kicked it shorter than he wanted to.
Yeah, he released the ball a little high in his pitching motion, and it did not get the distance out of that he was hoping for.
So actually not much worse than, only 2 yards worse than if he kicked in the end zone for a touchback. So,
that's right.
You know, look at it that way. Ball's at the 22-yard line. Only gives him 16 yards for the kick, which won't do much for his average. But 1st and 10, here's a high snap, bobbled by Howell, but he comes down with it. Now runs out to the right, dropped on Pittsburgh suit by the linebacker, Will Pickett.
And I don't think Howell, who's got fairly good quickness, the quarterback, he's going to have a hard time outrunning Will Pickett.
And a loss of 2 on the play, as if Howell got past Pickett, he'd had some running.
He would have had some running room. Although, you see, the defense had already reacted to what was happening, and was starting to make gains toward an intersection with that quarterback.
2nd and 12 for the Big Red. They trail MUS 6-0 here late in the first half. Howe back to throw, looking downfield to his left, fires, and incomplete. Almost picked off by Logan Welch again as he broke on the football, holding his head like, why didn't I get that one?
NBA had two, once again, they had put two receivers kind of close together. Not sure who that ball was intended for. Logan has made a great break on the ball, and it actually got into his chest, the reason he didn't make the catch. In a little bit of defense, Logan has had a broken arm and is still playing with a little bit of a splint pad on his right arm, making it very difficult for him to catch the ball away from his body.
Yeah, NBA had two big receivers, Will Hackett at 6'3", and Drew Carney at 6'2" downfield. But Logan Welch broke it up. 3rd and 12 for the Big Red. They send Hackett and Carney wide left this time. Howe from the shotgun, back to throw. Looking over the middle, has Carney complete down at the 37-yard line. And that's enough for a NBA first down.
Good throw and catch that time. That time the sophomore DeAndre Jones could not save the big tight end, and Carney made a nice catch. DeAndre had reacted back, made the tackle, but could not break that ball up.
1st and 10 for NBA. 15 remaining in the first half. Big Red desperately trying to get on the scoreboard here before halftime, trailing MUS 6-0. Howe from the shotgun, play action fake, back to throw, fires over the middle, incomplete, broken up nicely by Will Thornton as they aimed it for the wide receiver, Rob Stiff.
And if Will made a really nice play, there's nothing about that play other than good things. But had he been just a yard in front of the receiver, he picked that ball.
Yeah. But if he'd been a second later, it would have been a catch and
possibly 4 yards downfield. Yeah. I think Will Thornton has played very, very well to have not played last week.
Yeah. Thornton had to sit out last week due to injury, but back this week. 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line of NBA. They're in the shotgun. David Howe back to throw. Throws the high snap, fakes left, throws right, hits the big tight end Carney at the 40. And he's snowed under and down immediately. Will Thornton on the tackle.
Along with Alex Folks, who has come in, replacing Will Pickens temporarily. Good reaction out of Will and good reaction out of Alex.
3rd and 7, clock ticking with 1:35 to play. Now the 3rd and 7 from their own 40. NBA with 2 wideouts left, 2 to the right. They fire right, and incomplete, intercepted. And now a flag thrown, and picked off by Duncan Adrian, and Adrian's back across midfield, and let's see what the flag is.
Well, I tell you, we've got 2 flags, Mike. One is they're going to call pass interference. I don't believe that was a good call, but they're going to call it. The other flag, though, is back here where the quarterback is releasing, and they could be calling holding on NBA. If they are doing that, then they will have offsetting penalties.
And isn't there a 3rd flag over by midfield on the right sideline? So we've got 3 flags. Wait, if there's 2 penalties against one team and 1 against the other, that's
what they're discussing right now.
Exactly. There's more laundry on the field, and it's Duda, right?
They do have a holding against NBA. They got the pass interference on us.
And block in the back against us.
All offset.
All offsetting penalties, so disregard Duncan Adrian's fine interception.
But you know, one thing that they can't replay is the time that came off the clock right there.
Exactly. There's about 25 seconds worth by my counting. 1:10 remains, 3rd and 7 for the Big Red from their 40-yard line. Twins left, 1 right. Now they put the man on the right in motion to the left, so we got trips to the left in effect. Back to throw, Howe fires over the middle for the big fella and complete it into MUS territory at the 44-yard line. That was Charlie Clayton, a junior.
That was really good execution by MBA and a nice catch because Logan Welch could not have asked him to have had better coverage.
And NBA takes timeout with 1:02 remaining in the first half. The score, MUS 6, NBA nothing. You're listening to MUS Football on the Owl Broadcasting Network. Mike Lawhead and Barry Ray back at Tommy Owens Stadium on the campus of Montgomery Bell Academy, where the Big Red of NBA are desperately trying to get on the scoreboard before halftime, trailing MUS 6-0. A pair of Chad Hazelhurst field goals, the only scoring in this ball game. And NBA has been held in check by MUS, but they've got their most successful drive of the night underway as we speak at the MUS 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Howe under center, back to throw, flush out the pocket, rolls to his left, fires on the run, and complete inside the 35 to the 33 again to this one to Tate McNeely.
And they got the MUS defense rolling away from where he wound up throwing the ball, made a nice throw back across the field. Good reaction by Logan Welch with the hair behind the reception.
Enough for another Big Red first down. 1st and 10 at the MUS 32. Clock running with under 50 seconds now. Here's the snap. High, but Howe comes down with it now. Fires out to his right. Has a man at the 22, and down he goes.
Tackled by Will Thornton. Again, nice reaction to that. The secondary is making sure no one is back behind them, and thus allowing NBA to make some of these completions up underneath. But as we're getting closer to the goal line, we're going to play a little tighter.
Another 1st and 10 on that completion to Charlie Clayton. 37 seconds remaining. And now they stop the clock by downing the ball. And not a tenth of a second, not a scintilla of time came off the clock.
Well, that's almost impossible.
Yes,
but somehow it happened.
It somehow happened.
That is a play that in football recently the quarterback is allowed to take the snap and immediately throw the ball at his feet, thus stopping the clock.
So 2nd and 10 for the Big Red. They send 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Operate from the shotgun with Snyder to his left. Howe takes the high snap, fumbles the football, and MUS may have got the Owls come up shot, soaks up the football at the 28-yard line. Howe got a high snap and came down with it for a moment, then lost the handle, and Stokes just fell on it as he fumbled it for the second time.
And Mike, that is one of the dangers that any team who plays with a shotgun formation offensively has to deal with. You will notice that there have been a couple of times Michael Park has had the ball where he had to reach high up over his head to get the ball, and it's kind of a risk that you take.
Owls with 33 seconds left will likely just take a knee as Michael Park does. And that gets 24 seconds remaining.
And I don't think the Owls will snap the ball again here, Mike. They will be more than happy to take right now that 6-0 lead into the half.
And glad to have it. 2nd down and 12 for the Owls, and another play will not be run as the seconds tick off the clock. Teams will head to the locker room with MUS leading NBA 6-0. Barry and I will be back with halftime from NBA following these messages. You're listening to MUS Football on the Owl Broadcasting Network. Rich Thompson back in to receive for NBA. Chad Hazelhurst set to kick it off for MUS from the north end zone, and low line drive kicked off at the 8-yard line up the middle to the 10, 15, 20, cuts the right at the 22, now tries to reverse his field and is thrown back inside the 20-yard line. So Tompkins gave ground, which is some unusual move on a kickoff.
Not a good plan at all.
No.
Will Pickens was right there when he tried to reverse his field to bring him down inside the 20. Good coverage. Not Dad's best kickoff, but really good coverage on the part of the Owl coverage team.
So Big Red starts at their own 19-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll send 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. How's under center with an I formation behind it. He gives the tailback Snyder, who was really held in check in the first quarter, and he's still being held in check as he's stopped for no gain.
So you had good penetration at the point of attack by Mason George, which kind of set things up right there, and then Big John Stokes came in and finished off the tackle. That's outstanding defense. Good on both of those players.
No gain on the play for Snyder, 2nd and 10. From the 19, this time they'll line up in the shotgun. Snyder to Howe's left, 2 wideouts to the left. They'll pitch to Snyder around the left side, hit in the backfield before he gets started, breaks a couple of tackles, and fights his way out to the 21-yard line and gives Snyder big points because he did that all on his own.
He sure did, Mike, because the Owl defense had really sprinted to that deep in the Big Red secondary. We just didn't make the tackle. Logan Welch, once we brought him down, but saw 6 or 7, 8 guys as part of the Owl defense running for the football.
3rd and 7 following a 2-yard pickup. Actually close to the 3rd and 8, I'd say. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. From the gun, a low snap on the ground, picked up by Howe. He's being chased by Will Pickens. Dice hit as he throws, and caught. What a catch.
He was out of bounds when he caught the ball right there, and that was good coverage on the part of the secondary. But great pressure put on. That time was lost extra people. Will Pickens put some pressure on him, and good call by Coach Burke. Good time to bring that extra pressure.
Yeah, the tight end, Hardy, made a great catch, but was out of bounds. And so 4th and 7 now for the Big Red from their 21-yard line.
And at some point in time tonight, thus far, we've lined up and we have kind of backed out. It will not surprise me to see Al come after a punt and see if we can get one.
Keckney back to punt again for, and here's the kick, and he just gets it away. Brokel calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 47-yard line. They'll say the 48.
Good concentration on Max because he had to bypass one of our guys and one of the coverage MBA players, and he kept his concentration on the ball. Max has shown very sure hands thus far in receiving punt.
Again, great field position for MUS at the MBA 48-yard line. Owls come out in the shotgun with trips to the right. Bowie wide left. And Devin Owens takes the handoff and gets tripped up in the backfield and thrown for a loss back at the 49-yard line.
Really good penetration by the NBA defense. The offensive line did not secure things quite as well that time. Really no chance for Devin to get to the outside.
And it looks like he and Park had a little...
There may have been a little bit of bobble right there.
Not real good. Loss of 3 on the play, or 4 on the play. 2nd and 14 for the Owls. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Owens to the right of Park in the backfield. Michael fires complete to Bowie, who's been his favorite target tonight. Stephen down at the 46-yard line of NBA.
That's a good 6-7 yard pickup right there. Put the Owls in a 3rd down. It's still a fairly long situation, but that was good positive yardage.
3rd and 7, they say. Calls the 45-yard line. Brokel wide right. Twins left. Now Brokel will go in motion left. And Park back to throw, rolls left and fires to Brokel, complete, Max inside the 40, and close to a 1st down, a flag on the play, and that may be...
It was good play execution on the part of the Owls. receiver may have gotten his hands out away from his body just a bit too much.
So blocking the back. Again, MUS takes it all the way back to midfield. So what would have been a first down on the reception by Max Roquel nullified. 3rd and 12 for MUS from midfield. Clock ticking with 8:35. Trip to the right, 1 to the left. Now Roquel in motion left. From the shotgun park, back to throw. Michael looking over the middle. Complete to Roquel at the 40. And that'll be just shy of a first down. It'll bring up a 4th and about 2 or 3. And I think the Owls probably punt the ball in this situation. For a second, I thought maybe Coach Austin might roll the dice in this situation, but the way the defense is playing and the chance to back MBA up, I think this was the right call. Drew Austin in the punt. Line of scrimmage, the NBA 40. There, man Tompkins back at his 10-yard line. There's the snap to Austin. He kicks it high and short and hits it to 15. Takes an MUS bounce inside the 10 and will roll dead at the 7-yard line.
That was a good pooch punt. That's rude. He got the ball nice and high. The coverage team plenty of time to get downfield. He kicked it away. He didn't kick it straight downfield. He kicked it to one side, thus allowing the ball to go inside the 10. Really nice special teams.
Miles Bryant was down there to down it for the Owls. So 1st and 10 for MBA, again in the shadow of their own goalpost at their 7-yard line where they start 1st and 10.
And I'd really like to see the Owls defense put a score here, take a turnover and put the ball in the end zone themselves.
David Howe under center. Andy Snyder, the tailback, the lone setback. Wide receivers to each side as Howe retreats 3-step drop, fires out to the right side, completes a 5th, and he's bounced out of bounds at about the 11 or 12-yard line.
Nice tackle by Duncan Adrian. That's a long throw for that quarterback to have to make. And
yeah, that's what
give up only about 3.5, 4 yards. That was nice play on Duncan's part.
It'll be 2nd down and about 7. From the 10-yard line. This time they'll come out in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers left. And they fake the handoff, and Howe gets hit. Strikes out, fumbles the football, and MUS. Another thing, a forward pass.
No way was that a forward pass. I'm sorry. I rarely am going to...
Howe was going down to the count, and he flipped it like backhand out to his right, and they called it a forward pass, incomplete pass. And wow.
That was a lateral, Mike. I'm sorry. I hate to say that an official made a bad call. He made a bad call. I know it was unintentional, but he still made a bad call.
So 3rd and 7 for MBA. A huge break for the Big Red. 3rd and 7 from the 10-yard line. Snap to Howe. Back to throw. From his end zone. Fires out. Complete. Out at the 27-yard line. So they're out of the hole.
Good throwing catch. Logan Welch and Donnie Malva right there to make the hit as soon as the receiver got the ball in his hand. But still, very nice throw and catch on the NBA's part. But well delivered ball by the quarterback, Howe.
Will Hackett, the big 6'3", split end, made the catch. We talked about their tall receivers. Hackett is certainly one of them. So the NBA, moments after it looked like they tossed up the football near their goal line, get out of the hole and have 1st and 10 at their 28-yard line. Carney goes in motion left. Howe on the center, back to throw. Fires over the middle, has the man incomplete through the hands of Pitt, who was wide open at the 43-yard line.
But Mike, he had to deliver the ball that high because the Owl linebackers had dropped slightly deeper than they had in that good NBA drive. He had to put the ball high to get it over them, and it wound up just out of the reach of the receiver.
So 2nd and 10 for NBA. 7:24 to play, 3rd quarter. MUS with a 6-0 lead. 2 first-quarter field goals by Chad Hazelhurst have stood up thus far in this defensive struggle. Lone setback is Snyder as Carney goes to motion left. And now takes the handoff going back to his right. The big fullback and a flag thrown in the backfield. That's got to be holding.
We're going to have holding back there, but I want to really compliment Will Thornton, who stayed calm from his strong safety position up there. Made a really nice tackle. The big Carney, the tight end fullback. But MBA is going to be called for holding.
And gosh, we've seen more flags tonight than we saw first two games combined.
We have, Mike. And to be honest with you, I think both teams understand that this early big game, as far as the Super 7 is concerned, it has some significance. And I think that's why you're seeing some mental lapses on both sides. But the Owls defense continues to play very, very well.
That was second now and 25 following the holding penalty. House under center with Snyder the lone setback. Bad fake. Now back to throw, being rushed. Down he goes. Wow, Capico and Stokes.
Yeah, that was a really nice rush by the three down people. And then when he tried to flush a little bit, he had no one to throw the ball to. And here come the linebacker for a nice loss. The ball once again is inside the 10-yard line, Mike.
Second down and 31. Wow. I believe it's third down. Yeah, it's third down. Scoreboard, forgive me, scoreboard still has second. But it's third. Third and 31. 6.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Owls with a 6-0 lead. Howe from the shotgun. Snyder to his left. And Snyder gets the handoff and drops. Great play by Mason George. Boy, just got him by the ankles.
Bud Towner had decked the quarterback after he handed the ball to. So if he had pulled it out and tried to run the ball, he was going nowhere.
They had all bases covered. Fourth down and 30 after a yard gain. And the Owls defense again rises to the occasion and snuffing any semblance of an MBA attack. Keckley in the punt again from his end zone. Here's the snap. Owls rush and almost got it. That was Will Thornton. And off the side of his foot, he may not have got the punt, but he caused him to yank it.
He forced a bad one. That was great pressure from Will Thornton coming off the right corner here. And he actually, I think, went just over the ball. Had he taken a little shallower track, he could have possibly taken that ball off the front of his foot, put the ball in the end zone. But the Owls offense certainly in great field position here for this possession.
Ball out of bounds at the 22-yard line. First and 10 MUS at the MBA 22. It's a great field position for MUS. Let's see if they can take advantage. Leading 6-0 here late in the third quarter. Two wide receivers right, one to the left. Massey is the lone setback as they put Broquel in motion. They give it Tyler up the middle, and he busters and tackles inside the 15. Jones down at about the 13-yard line, a gain of 9 for the big sophomore.
And the Owls brought Max McKell in motion to snap the ball where Michael should have taken the ball to Tyler and handed it off to Max around the end. And I think they're setting that up. Great blocking up front, nice running on Tyler's part.
Second and short now for the Owls. Second and 1. Twins right, one left. Broquel again in motion to give to Massey, and he's hit hard and stopped for no gain.
This time the Big Red defense really rose up. Did not have any room inside for Tyler to run the ball.
And he lost a yard that time. Makes it third and 2 for MUS.
Whitcock comes in. The Owls will be in their two tight ends with two backs. Goal line type offensive set.
Cox replacing Steve Bowie in the MUS lineup. Only one wideout. Broquel to the left. Split backfield. Massey and Cox behind Park. And Michael runs the option and cuts it back in for the first down as he dives close to the 10-yard line.
And that was really good execution of that play. It's basically a quarterback keep because he's going to fake the ball to the dive back. He's coming in. Max is trying to steal the end man on the defense. Michael saw the opening and set it up for the first down.
First and 10 for MUS from the 11-yard line, so they can't get a first down without getting a touchdown.
And that's very important here, Mike, to understand that we are not in four-down territory.
4:12 remaining in the third quarter. MUS leading it 6-0 over MBA.
And there is an official timeout for something. It must have been an equipment thing on the MUS.
So someone getting their gear straightened out.
Yeah, it was Michael Parks. I think he had to readjust his head gear a little bit.
Stephen Bowie goes wide left. Brokel and Alston wide right. Tyler Massey, the lone setback behind. Michael Park is under center. And a fake handoff. Rolling to his right is Park. Looks, fires complete to Doug Boyer near the goal line, and he's down at the 1. They say he fumbled the ball by contact at the 1. Could be close to the first down. He did not get in the end zone.
Again, really nice execution of the bootleg. Michael makes a great fake. Defense really reacted inside on the fake. He came around, again, really shallow, not really too deep, which was perfect for the timing. Good delivery of the ball to Doug. Doug made a great effort to try to get the ball in the end zone. The ball did come loose, hit the ground, but in the scrum for the ball, he still wound up with it.
And they're bringing the sticks across the far sideline to measure here to see if the Owls have the first down at the 1-yard line. And it is the first down, MUS, first and goal at the 1.
Okay, it's going to be interesting to see what the coaches decide. Normally they'll come with a 2-back set, 2 tight ends, but it looks like maybe they've got the spread unit in at this point.
Yeah. Massey's the lone setback. Brokel's wide right. Or Bowie wide left. And now Park will sneak it, and he's in for the touchdown. Michael Park. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do if you're going to do a quarterback sneak, right?
No, and that time it basically they told the big offensive lineman, we're going to try to get the ball in the end zone, and I expect you to come off the ball and knock these guys back, which they did, and good execution. Nice drive with the ball after the muff punt by MBA.
Owls driving 22 yards following that
2, Mike.
muff punt. MUS will go for 2 to try to make it a 14-point lead.
They put the ball on the hash, which would signal to me that they're probably going to run some kind of sprint-out action to the wide side of the field, flood the zone, put somebody in the back of the end zone, someone in the corner, someone short, and then Michael has a pass run option.
At the left hash, Park's under center. They put Austin in motion to the right. Massey's the lone setback. Play action fake to him. Park rolls right, being pursued. Gets away from the pursuit. Fires complete. Conversion to Doug Boyer. So it's 3:34 to play in the football game. It's now, or in the third quarter. It's MUS 14, NBA nothing. You're listening to MUS football on the Owl Broadcast Network. Mike Lawhead and Barry Ray back at Tommy Owens Stadium on the campus of Montgomeryville Academy in Nashville, where MUS leading in Super 7 rival MBA 14-0 late in the third quarter. Owls just scored the first touchdown of the night and added the 2-point conversion. Here's Hazelhurst's kick, and that will be in the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the ball out to the 20-yard line for MBA.
And it will not surprise you to see MBA, who's had a little bit of success throwing the ball, coming out and putting the ball back in the air. I saw a different quarterback warming up. Hal, big quarterback, he just entered the game. But it will not surprise me for us to see the ball in the air quite a bit this drive.
Yeah, that's the only way they moved.
They have not had any success running the ball.
They've had no running game whatsoever. So they've got 2 wideouts on each side, and shotgun formation. Hal fakes the run and rolls to his left, now throws it away because he had no one to throw to and was being pursued heavily by the Owls front 3.
Yeah, Andrew Cabigo that time putting good pressure. No one was really taken by the fake, the run fake. It really was not that good of a fake, to be honest. And good coverage on the part of the secondary. Hal had to kind of flushed out of the pocket, ran out to his left. He's a right-handed thrower, and then threw the ball into his sideline.
3:25 to play third quarter. Trips to the left from the shotgun. Hal gets the snap, back to throw. Stokes in pursuit, fires on the run, completes the big tight end Carney out of the 30-yard line. He's got a first down.
Good tackle right there by Will Pickens. But great pressure again brought on by John Stokes. He had run a little bit of a twist with Andrew Babigo and had come free. He hit Hal just about to the ball.
Stokes is 6'5" junior linebacker. Reminiscent of Ted Hendricks if you're that old.
I'm that old.
You're not,
I remember the Short.
The man Short, that's right. He was the first really tall linebacker I can remember. Here's first and 10, and rolling to his right, Hal being pursued, and again has to throw it away. That's the second time in this series that Hal just had to throw it into the sideline.
And he was pretty close to the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball over there, and I think Coach Austin probably wants to talk about, is that not throwing, is that not intentional grounding the ball, because there was certainly no receiver there, and Hal was under heavy pressure by the Owl front.
Second and 10 now from the 31-yard line. Been all MUS in this defensive struggle, leading 14-0. Twins left, one to the right. Now the man on the right comes in motion to the left, and back to throw Hal. And Hal put the rush on. He fires over the middle and complete out near the 45-yard line. Great catch by Charlie Clayton.
And I tell you, Mike, that ball could only have been put in one location for that catch. Hal did a nice job putting it there. He threaded the needle. Because our secondary, we are reacting and making hits on the receivers as soon as they've got the ball. It's just good execution on NBA's part.
2:30 remaining in the third quarter. Twins left, one to the right. Against the shotgun, Hal with Snyder to his left. Back to throw, being rushed, flush out of the pocket, fires on the run, and incomplete out to the MUS 45-yard line.
And Buckshiner and Mason Short, great job putting pressure that time on the quarterback. He delivered the ball, but Will Short makes a great break on the ball to knock the ball away from the receiver.
Intended for Tate McNeely. Placement comes out of the ball game.
And we see a new defensive lineman coming in, someone who's actually got really good speed and decent size, Ian Thomas. And will not be surprised to see Ian put some pressure on the quarterback.
Thomas at the right defensive end. Second and 10 from the 45. Back to throw Hal, looking downfield, fires out complete to McNeely near midfield, and bounced out of bounds by DeAndre Jones just across the midfield stripe.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Really important, I think, for the Owl defense to step in right here and see if we can't create a punt scenario.
So MBA in MUS territory for, gosh, only the second time tonight, I think.
I think you're right, Mike.
Clock ticking. Minute 40 remaining in the third quarter. Twins right, one left. Out of the shotgun, fires over the middle, incomplete, knocked away by Stokes, who tipped the ball.
And the Owls brought pressure that time, one of the outside linebackers. That was Will Pickens, who was right in the quarterback's face. He floats the ball up. Had he tried to zip the ball, it would hit John Stokes right in the chest. Good play all the way around for the Owls. Bring up a 4th down.
4th and 5 for MBA. And Keckley again will come into punt to Max Brokel.
These are the situations, Mike, that you want to be very, very careful if you're the punt return team, not to create a penalty and to watch something funny. You've got to cover all the backs, all the receivers, and that's exactly what the Owl defense is doing at this time.
4th and 5. There's a fumble or bad snap. And back at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that was a fake. The quarterback Hal had lined up that time with the fullback. They were going to try a fake, maybe an option, maybe a pass of some type. Snap buff right there, giving the Owl offense good position in NBA territory.
Back at the 41-yard line where it was down, and MUS will take over there. It's a poor snap on the attempted fake punt.
And it appears that the Owl defense was prepared for something like that. They were in defensive position, not in front rush.
Owls come out first and 10 from the NBA 41. Parks at the center with Owens the lone setback. And Devin takes the handoff, busts it up the middle, inside the 40, down to about the 36-yard line. They'll spot him at the 37. The touchdown there. Gain of 4 on the play.
And he almost scored there, Mike. He came very, very close. Had he been able to maintain his balance, he had another 10 or 12 yards to that carry.
2nd and 6 for the Owls. A minute remains in the third quarter. Trips to the left this time. Steve Bowie wide right. Parks in the shotgun with Owens to his right. And the handoff to Devin, and he hit hard right at the line of scrimmage. Stopped for no gain, and now a flag thrown after the play.
That is a right call, Mike, because Devin was on his back. Here comes an MBA lineman. He hits Devin square in the chest after the play was down. That is a very good personal foul call.
And a big step off against the Big Red. So, good defensive play nullified by a little over-exuberance.
And it was a good defensive play. The NBA defense was right there. There was no running for Devin on the play.
So the penalty gives MUS a 1st and 10 at the NBA 22-yard line. Owens is the lone setback. Twins right, one left. Park under center. This could be the last play of the third quarter as Austin goes in motion. And the handoff to Owens. And he squirts through the pile inside the 20, falls forward to the 18-yard line.
Good push off the ball. Once again, that's a little trap where they bring Drew in motion. And he wheels real quickly back to the line of scrimmage, and he actually becomes the trap blocker.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. With the score, MUS 14, NBA nothing. You're listening to MUS Football on the Owls Broadcasting Network. Mike Lawhead, Barry Ray back at Tommy Owens Stadium on the campus of Montgomery Bell Academy, where MUS leads the NBA by a score of 14-0 as we head to the fourth and final period, with MUS in great field position with the ball 2nd and 7 at the NBA 19.
And this will be a big offensive series for us, Mike. At the worst, we want to come away with 3. We would really like to have another 7.
Owls sends 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. They'll operate from the shotgun with Park, having Owens to his right. And flag fly as one of the Owls' offensive linemen jumps off.
And you hate to have those kind of mental mistakes coming out of the change of quarter when the whole offense has been over with the coaching staff. Man, that just, as an offensive coach, you just kind of shake your head and you make a mental note. Next time we have practice, I can promise you, we're going to work on staying with the case.
5-yard step off makes it 2nd and 12 for the Owls from the 23-yard line. And now MUS will burn a timeout. There's no time off the clock in the fourth quarter. It's MUS 14, NBA nothing. You're listening to MUS Football on the Owls Broadcasting Network. It'll be 2nd and 12 for MUS from the NBA 23-yard line. 2 wide out left, 1 to the right. Now they put Prokel in motion left. Out of the shotgun, Park rolls left. Look for Prokel and complete, but threw it underneath, and a flag is down.
Yeah, Max starts toward the line of scrimmage a little before the ball was snapped, so that's illegal motion. They may decline this because there was hardly any gain whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I think if I were NBA, I would rather have the down than the yardage. And it appears that that's what the NBA captains are telling the officials.
Illegal motion against MUS, and it's declined.
That's the kind of play that you actually want to deliver the ball so that Max catches it in stride, not have to bend down. He had to go low to catch the ball, and as a result, very, very little gain.
So 3rd and 12 for MUS. And they really need to gain a little yardage here to get in range for a field goal. 3rd and 12. And the handoff to Owens up the middle. No, Hart around the left side. Great fake to Owens up the middle. Faked out this announcer, that's for sure.
Well, Devin did a nice job carrying out the fake there, too. And Michael got on the corner, got the ball to about the 16-yard line. Certainly field goal position for Chad Hazelhurst.
The ball at the 16, that means they'll probably put it down to 23, a 33-yard attempt from the left hash mark. And the Owls kind of hurriedly coming out onto the field. Jeffrey Wright will do the holding. Hazelhurst with 2 to his credit already tonight. There's the snap, ball is down, kick is up, and this one is good.
All right.
So Hazelhurst good from 33 yards out, and with 10:50 remaining in the football game, it's now MUS 17 and MBA nothing. You're listening to MUS football on the Owls Broadcasting Network. Standing his 3rd field goal of the night to make it 17-0 MUS, and Hazelhurst set to kick off. The deep man is Rich Tompkins. High end over end kick, and Tompkins falls down in the end zone trying to retrieve it. But matters not, touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
And once again, Chad has done an outstanding job kicking tonight for us, Mike. 3 field goals, and his kickoffs have been really, really good. The young man's having an outstanding beginning to his senior season.
Absolutely. And the Owls defense, which has been sterling all night, will try to hold MBA in check here again as the Big Red sends 2 wideouts to each side. Out of the shotgun, the pass incomplete, intended for the tight end Carney out at the 30-yard line.
And Buck Towner Jr., defensive lineman, not big in stature, but certainly very quick, got good pressure on the quarterback. And I think Buck has played a very, very good ball game.
As has the entire.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, it would be difficult to single one out because they've all really played very, very well.
2nd and 10 for MBA. David Howe, the quarterback, has been the Big Red offense for most of the night. Here's the pass, incomplete through the hands of the intended receiver, Charlie Flakeman. And Will Thornton went up to...
yeah, that was a nice play by Will. Because I think he distracted the receiver to keep him from being able to catch the ball. And again, I want to say Buck Towner is lined up against the biggest offensive lineman that we have seen this year, the big 300-pound sophomore. And Buck is running around him, just wearing the big guy out.
Yeah. Buck's been running around that building all night. Here's the snap to Howe on 3rd down. Fires complete out to the 30-yard line, and I believe that's the big tight end. Now that's 15. That's Ted Christenberry.
And we gave too much room, too much cushion at that time. Coach Rogers, Coach Vogel on the outside line talking to the secondary, saying when we've got them backed up like that, guys, you got to give cushion, but you don't want to give them that much.
That was Will Hackett make that on that reception, the 6'3" split end. Hackett comes out wide right this time along with 2 others. Another man split out to the left side as Howe back to throw. Pickens puts on a big rush. He gets away, fires downfield. Incomplete, intended for Rob Smith at the 35-yard line, but the Owls have good coverage.
Yeah, outstanding coverage by the safety, Donnie Malmo. Quarterback stepped up in the pocket. The Owls brought extra pressure that time. Will Pickens had come on a little bit of a linebacker split. Quarterback stepped up. He tried to throw it on a deep crossing route, but Donnie Malmo was all over it for an incomplete.
10:05 remaining on the scoreboard clock in the football game. 17-0 MUS with the lead. Here's Howe fumbles the snap, recovered, fires out to the left side, complete at the 43-yard line to Charlie Flakeman.
You know, Mike, in some ways, the quarterback kind of mishandling the snap. The shotgun right there puts the defense a little bit of a disadvantage. They have to continue their drop. Duncan Adrian made a great break on the ball as soon as the ball was thrown. But once again, there was a pretty good cushion between the defender and the receiver.
9:30 remaining in the football game. MUS or MBA with a 3rd and 2 from their own 43. From the shotgun, Howe back to throw. Fires a little short one. Complete, and that looks like it's going to be just enough for a first down out at the 47, maybe the 48-yard line.
Yeah, it was a little shot, but very effective. John Stokes on the tackle.
So NBA moves the chain, has 1st and 10 at their 47-yard line. They send 2 wide out to each side. Howe operating exclusively from the shotgun, has Snyder to his right. And there's a rush as he fires over the middle, complete, and boy, he's hammered by Johnny Malmo at the 38-yard line, but holding on for the great catch was the wide receiver, Corey Vaughn.
And a nice job holding on to the ball, because I tell you what, he got squeezed by DeAndre and Donnie that time, and he took quite a hit. He's had to come out of the ball game.
But another first down for NBA at the MUS 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Big Red. 2 wide out to each side. Here's the snap. Howe back to throw, being rushed, flushed out of the pocket, fires on the run, through the hands of the intended receiver at the 20-yard line. Logan Welch on the coverage as they intended it for Rob Phipps.
And once again, you've got extra pressure being brought by the Owl defense. And there's been a substitution. We now have, it appears, maybe Hugh Francis playing as the strong safety in the position of DeAndre Jones. Adds a little more of a pass coverage kind of player than a run type player.
And since NBA is doing nothing but putting the ball in the air at the moment, trips to the right this time as they fire, complete to Phipps at the 30, and down he goes. Tackled by Will Thornton at the 29-yard line.
That was a fairly minimal gain right there. I think that's very good defense to keep things in front of you. Now is the position that the Owl defense needs to step up. We've got 3rd and 5. I think this is a big play in the 4th quarter.
3rd down and 5, as Barry said. 8:09 remaining in the football game. MUS with a comfortable 17-0 lead, but NBA not through with a fight. Here's a sack. Great rush by Stallworth. Ben Stallworth got in and got a hold of Howe. He's eluded the rush most of the night, but that time he didn't get away.
Well, he couldn't go to the outside because John Stokes had also rushed from the outside. Ben came from the inside to be able to bring him down. That was a great time to bring extra pressure. And once again, we see a substitution. You've got Ian Thomas, a much quicker, faster defensive lineman, coming in for Cabigo.
On 4th down and 14. So that was a big sack. They went from 3rd and 4 to 4th and 14. Twins to each side, out of the shotgun. It's Powell. Poor snap back to him, but he picks it up. Flush out of the pocket. Fires deep down the field, up for grabs, and this one batted away and almost intercepted by the Owls.
And that's a good thing that they didn't intercept the ball. In that situation, you just knocked the ball down. Because as we intercepted it, that's down around the 5-yard line. Instead, now we get the ball up here at the 38-yard line. A much better play to knock that ball down.
Absolutely. So the Owls get the ball on down.
And once again, good pressure brought on by the front of the defense.
1st and 10 for the Owls, and 7:10 remaining in the football game. Croquel comes wide left. Officials call timeout momentarily for reasons I do not know.
I'm not sure. It appears somebody may have been tangled up in the chains as the defense is going off the field. They may have gotten tangled up in the chains as they were trying to move them into position.
That's a new one now.
Not something you see every football game.
Twins to the right, one to the left. Under center, Park. Massey, the lone setback, as Alston comes in motion left. Hand off to Massey, and Tyler, the sophomore, takes it to the right and gets close to the 40-yard line.
There wasn't much where he initially was trying to run the ball. He breaks it a little to the outside. Has a positive 2.5-yard gain.
2nd and 8. With 6:50 remaining in the football game. The Owls be content to keep it on the ground here, if possible.
They will try to keep the ball moving, and clock management will be very important during this drive.
And any passes I would expect would be of the short variety. They'll run from the shotgun this time. Twins left, one right. And the handoff to Massey, and Tyler busts up the middle, and he's close to a first down as he crosses the 45 out close to midfield.
Really good hard running on Tyler's part. Great blocking up front, broke the line of scrimmage, got into the linebacker secondary. He lowered his shoulders, pumped his legs, and made really good use of positive yardage. And that was good yardage after contact in the secondary.
1st and 10, MUS at their own 49-yard line, following the run by Tyler Massey. Owls sent Twins to the left, one to the right. Massey, the lone setback behind Parkers under center. Now Alston goes in motion right. And the handoff to Massey, and he hops over the line of scrimmage and into Big Red territory, moves the pile down inside the 45-yard line. Boy, some hard running by the sophomore Tyler Massey.
And that's just a rugby-type scrum, but that one was won definitely by the Owls. Tyler jumped the line of scrimmage, got to the linebackers, and chested up with one of the linebackers, and it was man on man.
Oh,
and here comes some of the offensive linemen, and they just get piled, and they moved.
They moved it 5 or 6 yards.
Absolutely.
After contact. 2nd and 2, following that 8-yard pickup. Again, Massey the lone setback. And a handoff to the big sophomore, and he's got the first down inside the 40, and a flag flies. One of the Big Red got an extra lick in there at the end. It'll be another step off, I think.
It's going to be interesting. I think you're right. It could have been a face mask. It could have been a personal foul against MBA. Yeah, good call, Mike.
Yeah, I thought I saw that.
Yeah. I didn't see it, but I thought maybe we'd miss a face mask. Again, nice hard running, and I tell you, the Owl offense right here, this drive, this is a time-consuming, stick it down your throat, establish something in the running game kind of drive, and I know the coaching staff has to feel really, really good about what is happening now on the field.
And there's going to be a timeout on the field with 5:04 remaining. It's MUS 17, MBA nothing. You're listening to MUS football on the Owl Broadcasting Network. 5:04 remaining in the football game. MUS for the 1st and 10 at the MBA 24-yard line. Owls trying to move it in for another score here, or run out the clock, whichever happens first. Massey, the lone setback, he's been carrying the load here, and he again jumps over the line of scrimmage and crashes inside the 20 down to about the 16-yard line. Boy, he's gaining some big yards.
He is, Mike, and I tell you what he's doing. He's keeping his eyes open. He's watching the blocking up front, making a good decisive cut. And when he gets into the secondary, he's got a great body lean, and he's getting positive yardage after contact. And I tell you, the NBA defense has been on the field a lot, Mike, and I know they're probably a little bit tired.
Oh, got him. 7-yard pickup for Massey makes it 2nd and 3. Twins right, one left. Massey again the lone setback, and Alston comes in motion left. And again, Massey bounces off the pile, and that time scrambles down inside the 15, and boy, there wasn't any running room there, and he made a good adjustment.
Really nice adjustment. That's going to bring us 3rd and really short yardage. And here comes Whit Cox in the game. Once again, the Owls will be in a 2-back set, 2 tight ends. I'm sure they'll bring Max in motion and look for Michael Park to keep the ball, see if he can get it past the yard marker.
Boy, you got the play call.
Well, it's not been too hard over the last year and a half.
All right.
In this situation, that has been the call.
All right.
So we'll see. They may trick.
All right, split backfield, Park under center, Brokel to the left in motion, and they hand off to Tyler Massey, and boy, he just carries it for the first down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, MBA has been watching what we've been doing in that formation, and they didn't anticipate we would give it to the dive back. That time they kind of moved out and covered the quarterback on the heat. Tyler came into the clear, got the ball inside the 10-yard line.
The way he's running the ball, why don't you give it to anybody else?
That's a good question. I don't know. He's had a very good night rushing the ball.
He really has. First and goal, Owls at the 8-yard line. Clock ticking with 3:13 to play in the game. Split backfield behind Michael Park. Looks like he's changing the play at the line of scrimmage. And took too much time doing it. And there will be a 5-yard step off.
Oh, you hate to do that, Mike, right here. You're moving the ball. You really like to put this in the end zone. That 5-yard penalty is going to hurt because it is basically now 4-down territory. You were inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah. So it's first and goal still, but now from the 13. And makes let's see, split backfield with Brokel Malone wide out. Comes in motion to the right, and they fake the handoff. Now they give the handoff to Massey, and he's stacked up after a short gain.
Yeah, it's a double dive we saw them use against Bolton with pretty good success in the opening game at the Kickoff Classic. NBA's a little stouter defensively at this point in time in the ball game than Bolton was.
Gain of a couple on the play for Massey's first and goal, or second and goal from the 11.
What we're seeing, Mike, is every time they snap the ball, about another 30 seconds runs off the clock.
Yeah. Now 20 remaining in the football game. Split backfield, Brokel out wide left, and Park will run the option. And Park will take it into the end zone for the touchdown from 11 yards out.
Outstanding execution of the play that has come to be pretty much the 6th play for the Owls. They're in a goal line type option. Side in, bring a motion man, run to either the dive, quarterback keep. Great execution by the offense.
Jeffrey Wright will hold for Chad Hazelhurst. And the kick is good with 12 remaining in the football game. It's now MUS 24, NBA nothing. Chad Hazelhurst sets the kick off as MUS leads NBA 24-0. Owls about to register their 3rd win of the season in as many tries. And this one has been as impressive as the first two.
It's been a good ball game because this is a higher quality opponent that we have faced tonight than the first two.
Hazelhurst high end over end kick will come down to about the 1-yard line and taken there by the deep back, who gets it up to the 15, and boy, he's snowed under by a whole host of Owls. That was Wilson Neely on the return, a sophomore. He got it back to about the 16 or 17.
And you're going to see a whole different set of Owl defenders in. The game is now secure. You've got a different group of defenders in. Also, NBA brings in a different quarterback, number 8. He's a left-hander. He was the one who was warming up on the sidelines earlier. Zach Cordell, he's a sophomore.
All right. Miles Bryant in the ball game at a corner, I see, and the safety is Kurt Malmo, replacing big brother Donnie, and the pass incomplete. Cordell's first throw dropped by the wideout Phil Hackett.
Jay Edwards has come in the game for Will Thornton at his strong safety position. Looks like Rob Keeler is also in the ball game.
Nathaniel Caston is in on the defensive line, sophomore. And yeah, you mentioned Jay Edwards. Second and 10 for the Big Red. Cordell fires complete to Sipp out of the 20-yard line. Short gain of about 3.
And once again, the Owls defense reacts very, very quickly once the ball is in the air. You've got Alex Pope, looks like Cisco Larson now at linebackers, along with Blake Cowan.
Garrett McClintock in on the defensive line.
Hugh Francis
and Grayson Sharp also. So it's McClintock, Sharp, and Nathaniel Caston along that front line defensively. Another pass complete out to the 30-yard line to the Charlie Clayton.
Once again, the Owl secondary giving up a significant cushion over there, giving MBA the chance just to run a little hitch route and make the first down.
Scott McClintock comes into the ball game at linebacker.
Again, the Owls continue to substitute, and they're going to have to get some guys off the field.
Yeah, I don't know if they did it in time there. There's a pass deep downfield and incomplete. Rob Peeler on the coverage. He was trying to cover the much taller Charlie Clayton.
Yeah, that's all because Rob Peeler's 5'7".
Clayton is 6'2".
Yeah, that's a little bit of a mismatch, but I guarantee you, Rob Peeler is going to go up with all 5'7", and had he got the ball, Rob was sitting there to try to tackle.
A minute 3 remains. Second and 10 for MBA. Trips to the left. Here's Cordell back to throw. Owls dropping deep in coverage as Cordell's got all day to throw. Now he's being rushed. Flush out, rolls to his right, and he'll be hit and dropped as he gets to the 40-yard line. Stop made on the play by Sale Atkinson, a sophomore linebacker.
And there was an awful lot of time that ran off the clock.
Oh, yeah.
Around back there behind the line of scrimmage. Good coverage on the part of the young secondary.
Justin Brooks is in the ball game at cornerback. 3rd and 2. Cordell the throw, fires and complete to on his knees. The receiver, Alex Owens, the sophomore, tried to get up and run, but said, sorry, it's not the NFL. You
can't quite do that.
You were down there. 20 seconds remaining in the football game. You can mark this one down in the left-hand column for the Owls.
And truly an outstanding effort. The coaching staff, I know they saw some things that we can still continue to improve on, but this team continues to be very impressive, Mike.
Last play of the football game right here, unless it's an incompletion. Here's the pass complete out at midfield, and down he goes at the 49-yard line. There's the final horn, and MUS emerges with a 24-0 win over rival MBA, and a big win on the road for the Young Owls to now improve their mark on the year to 3-0. Barry and I will be back to wrap it up in Nashville following these messages. You're listening to MUS Football on the Owls Broadcasting Network.